Hey guys, this is Sebus, and today I'm going to do a very chilled video, and that's because the original plan that I had for today failed miserably. Basically, I went to one of those really cheap store places like Dollar Tree or Daiso in the United States, and I wasn't planning on buying stationery or art supplies, but then I saw that they had this back to school sale, and I just couldn't resist getting some very cheap stuff and challenging myself to draw with it and tell you if it's worth it or not. So the video that you see on the screen, it's me getting all those really nice supplies and putting them in this really interesting rack and preparing myself to do a review. But then I realized that no one can get those supplies because they're kind of specific to my country and you can't really buy them, so a review would be completely useless. So instead, I decided to just chill and use whatever supplies to do the next painting. This is actually not a painting, it's like a very fun and aimless illustration where I didn't use any references. I just listened to music and drew whatever came to mind. So for this sketch I was listening to Type O Negative, which is one of my favorite bands ever, and specifically to their album October Rust. I will leave a link in the description below. So I was just going through the songs, and every song gave me a different idea on what to draw. So yeah, that's what happened. And by the way, the figure drawing that you see on the left, on Saturday I went to do some naked people drawings from life, and after about an hour, I think a little more than an hour, I finished this pencil sketch and I moved on to gouache. I might reveal the final pieces next week, probably. And that brings me to my next point. I'm going on vacation, so I won't be available during the next 2 weeks. So I'll be back in 2 weeks. I'll probably do a very big video on my trip to Greece. This is where I'm going with my family and my boyfriend, and I'm going to sketch a lot. I already made a sketchbook especially for this occasion with different types of paper. I will probably include this in my next video, but basically this is me announcing that there will be no video next Friday. So I'm really sorry about it, and hopefully I'll go back to schedule after my vacation. So yeah, I'm sorry that this video is not very informative and it's kind of chilled. By the way, don't forget to check my Instagram, I post stuff there too. So to see the final piece, go on my Instagram. I did a few changes after completing this video. With a pencil, I just shaded a little bit. I had a lot of concerns, like should I just leave it black and white, should I add other colors, should I do markers. In the end, I decided to just stick with the cheap materials. Now the pen that I'm doing the line art with I got for less than $1 on eBay, and I'll leave a link in the description below if I'll find it. And then I just used very cheap markers in gray tones to do very little shading, minimalistic shading, because I didn't want the shading to be too strong. I wanted to be suggestive. Now you can see there are a lot of like eyes under the sofa, and I was thinking for a very long time if I should paint the space underneath the sofa black, because they're like popping out of darkness, and I decided it will kind of harm the whole piece, and I didn't want to introduce like very dark shades other than black. So I wanted to keep this illustration kind of light. So I just ended up leaving it white and suggestive. Leave a comment if you think I made a mistake and I should just paint the entire thing black, or maybe like shade it with some pencils. So yeah, other than that, I'll miss you guys. Like, I'm so glad I'm going on vacation. By the way, this is me just testing the markers before I begin the illustration. And there I go with the markers. Started light, got it a little bit darker. Again, I didn't want to make the strokes too dark, and the sketchbook was taking this marker very nicely. I was kind of surprised because this is my regular sketchbook and I don't really like it. And yeah, this is the Posca marker and I'm using it for the first time. I just got it and I didn't have the chance to use it yet. I just saw a lot of recommendations on YouTube and I was really curious about it. So yeah, basically that's just me ranting in the video, and I'm going to miss you guys, like seriously. Hopefully I'll upload my video soon, maybe even before Friday in 2 weeks, so wait for it and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!